Hi, this is Mike. And did I leave you long enough for you to wonder what the hell is going on and why isn't anybody telling me what is going on with XLM? Well, I'm back and I'm here to tell you right now that this is probably an extension of wave A of wave B, right? Is the world about to end right now? Well, it could, because I don't know 100% for sure what's going to happen in the future. But I can tell you with a level of, honesty slash a bit of AriasWave accuracy that it looks like just one leg down for wave A. Of B, right? We haven't seen a full correction yet, even though in Bitcoin we have and in Ethereum we have. So unless we've seen an extremely small correction here, which I have missed for some reason, then this will probably bounce again in probably wave B of wave B. And I mean that in wave B in parentheses and not a normal wave B. So we'll get a full correction within that and then see another leg down eventually. Now, how does this fit in with other markets at this point in time? I will get to that in just a minute. But for now, it's probably a good idea to just recap on a few trolls that have trolled me in the past that say that I'm absolutely wrong and this is going up and all this other bullshit that keeps coming up over time, which lately hasn't, because not only have I not been posting, but also they've been extremely quiet. Extremely quiet since April. Extremely quiet since May. Extremely quiet since now because they know that this is tanking and it's not doing what they thought it would do. And I've been trying to tell you for so long that this is still within a correction. Yes, it will tank even further. As you know, my target is very low, very low. But I thought, you know what, I'd take some time out of my day to bring you an update here. Now, with XRP, is it a bit different? Or is it just as bad? Well, we never hit that red line. We never made a new high. So, therefore, the bulls should still be in control until we see a high above the previous high, right? Given that it's a corrective wave, it has to, right? It absolutely has to. So, therefore, I would suggest to you that this latest move down is a C wave within a B wave zigzag, right? So that means that this is the first leg up that you've seen here, right? We haven't seen anything else yet, and sorry, not till there, sorry, to here, right? And then we saw a beautiful zigzag pattern, another zigzag higher. I believe it's a zigzag higher. Well, it can't be anything else really. Um, is that actually true? Well, it would appear so. Why? Because wave three has to be the longest if it's a five-wave move, and it's not. So I would say no. A, B, C. C wave in progress. That's why it looks nasty, but this cannot go below this level down here in order for it to be um, correct, right? In order for this uh, analysis not to be invalidated, we cannot go below that level right there, the pivot low. So therefore, we must continue to assume that we're going to see another leg higher that equals or matches similar in length this move here, which will probably go to break that level. Now we can't know, and this is what I explained to you previous videos. When people ask me what are my target, my reason for not answering is because we can't know until we've seen the B wave correction of the zigzag complete. So basically, this little illustration that I drew here is happening now. That wave is still to happen, and that wave was longer. That's basically what I'm saying. But I did say that a zigzag would occur, and what we're seeing now is exactly that. So be patient, it's coming. Now, with Bitcoin, what do I think is happening apart from total chaos? Well, I did say to you that this looks like a 1-2-1-2 setup. And thus far, I can say that this is exactly what's happening. And I think that this will continue to fall, right? Because wave three down is not going to stop for just no reason, right? It will continue, right? So 1-2-1-2. Now, where's the two here? A, B, C, D, E. That was that last test of the magenta dash dotted line, whatever you call it, right? And then we started to see a drop, which continued, and I believe it will continue because it is wave three, larger wave three, like absolutely going to demolish the lows down here, going to demolish the low from November, absolutely going to kill it, cane it, wreck it, destroy it. That's what I believe is going to happen. So you could either choose to get on board with what my analysis is telling us, or you could just continue to do whatever the hell it is you're doing. I'm hoping for your sake that it's actually benefiting you, because I've been telling you all along this is going to happen. All right. Now, obviously, things take time to turn at, turning points, right? When it's like a car, right? When you slow down at a corner before you turn, right? That's how you turn, right? But you know, sometimes you do get complete blow off tops, but not always, right? But usually, especially when you've got something like a crypto market where there is a lot of mania, a lot of hype, a lot of, how can you put it, manipulation via social media or whatever, right? You get a lot of this type of behavior where eventually you can't convince the market that it's going to go any higher. So slowly it turns around and it does this, right? So this is my way of putting it to you, because human psychology, it's always the same, but the way that the patterns evolve in terms of shapes and sizes and extremities that they produce, there's always a level of psychology that drives that, because obviously there's a buyer for every seller. So the momentum slows at some point, right? And when it does, it usually signifies a turning point if you've got the wave count right. So how does this compare to like the NASDAQ? Or the NASDAQ is going ballistic, but it's not surprising considering that it started off slow and it needs to produce the first wave of a zigzag. So it's currently doing that. In terms of the Dow Jones, yeah, look, it's in a B wave. Okay. It's in a B wave. I've explained this to you before. We're in a B wave. This is probably going to, uh, if it hasn't already topped in a first 5 wave move, I suppose, then it will eventually. That's why I haven't really been posting much on this, because I want to see this develop a little, because these corrective choppy moves, it's hard to gauge whether or not a 5 wave move is completed until you see this type of thing. So having seen this type of thing, pull up the RSI if we can, just to have a look at this last move. Is probably weak, right? So look, at this point in time, I'd have to go to an hourly because it's not okay. So at this point in time, the RSI isn't really helping at all. The corrective portion may be stronger in that case. Probably not topped out yet in the first 5 wave move. So look, all I'm saying is that it's early days still. Um, Look, I don't know if Bitcoin will continue to fall, completely collapse from here, but it almost seems likely for some reason. But it doesn't mean XLM will follow, right? Even though it looks like it will, it looks pretty ghastly out there right now. Um, let's take a look at something else for a moment, right? Let's look at SHIB. Oh, SHIB. Right. Well, didn't I tell you this would happen? But did anybody decide to listen? No. A lot of people decided to ignore. Now, SHIB looks like it is in wave three, as you can see from my count. it is in wave three down. So corrective, it can go sideways, but look at that move. Look at that beauty right there. Look at that joy. 34% crash in a space of days, not even a week, right? Now, if you had have listened to me when you were supposed to, you would have avoided this type of scenario where you actually were long and you got absolutely annihilated, completely annihilated, right? Now, there's a reason for my patience. It's because I want to inflict maximum emotional charge in your brain to make you understand that this is not over yet. This is a bear market that will continue to wreak havoc on people's psychology for a long time to come yet. It could be a year and a half, a year and a half. Do not play with fire, is my message of the day. And if you wish to continue to see this type of information, this type of analysis based on AriasWave, then I suggest you follow, like, subscribe, whatever it is you got to do to stay on top of the game. Because seriously, if you're not understanding what is going on by now, go back through my videos and you'll understand that I've been telling you this for a while, except probably hasn't reached a wide audience. But don't worry, in time it will. And when it does, you'll finally start to understand what the hell is going on.